With me is the new Asus Vivobook S14, a 14-inch laptop from Asus's value range. This laptop normally retails for $900, with some surprisingly good specs. A powerful Core Ultra 9 processor, an OLED display, 16GB of memory, and 1TB of storage. If you can find this laptop on sale, and they regularly go on sale, it's one of our top picks. Now, normally I'd say something like, I value your time, and then I'd tell you straight away whether you should buy this laptop or not. But in this case, it's kind of weird. You see, for around the price that I recommend you buy this laptop for, say $700, Asus dominates. But their domination is spread across several of their laptops. Their lower-end ZenBook 14 for 2024, their ZenBook 14 and 14X from 2023, and this new Vivobook. Each of them, though, has unique pros and cons that you need to be aware of before buying. So, moral of the story, we need to walk you through the details of this laptop and the other ones that I just mentioned so you know which one is right for you. And since my mother is visiting right now, Ethan is here to do that.
Thanks, Josh. The laptop feels solid and well built. It has minimal keyboard deck and screen flex. The lid can be easily opened with one hand, yet the hinge is tight. Unfortunately, what would have been a fairly understated and stylish looking laptop is ruined by the fingerprints and smudges it picks up. Our neutral black model quickly looks filthy and is one of the dirtiest looking laptops we've ever used. Back on the positives, this laptop is fairly portable given how slim it is. Also, its weight is average for this category of device. Compared to Asus's 2024 ZenBook 14, that laptop looks better and feels better built. Specifically, it feels more metallic and the dark colored models do not pick up fingerprints nearly as much. The OLED display is quite decent. It is bright at almost 400 nits and has a wide color gamut. It is a glossy screen, so you may notice some reflections in a bright room. It only has a resolution of 1920 by 1200. For people who stare at small text all day, you may prefer a laptop with the higher resolution display for increased clarity. That being said, on a small 14-inch screen, this resolution is acceptable. In fact, one positive side effect of this resolution is that it helps extend battery life. We have a short specifically on this, which I'll link down below. The biggest downside of this display in 2024 is its refresh rate doesn't go above 60 Hz, so movement on screen won't look as smooth as faster refresh rate displays. Adding to the confusion of which laptop to buy, Asus's ZenBook 14 and 14X from 2023 both cost around the same as this one, and they have a higher resolution, fast refresh rate display. The keyboard feels reasonably comfortable to type on with a satisfying amount of travel. If we are nitpicking, which we always do here, the press requires a little too much pressure. This keyboard feels similar to the prior generation of ZenBooks, when the keyboards were actually good. As of now, the 2024 ZenBook just isn't as comfortable to type on. Back on the Vivobook, the keyboard layout is standard, so mispresses are minimal. In fact, the only mispress I had was due to the new Copilot key that Microsoft is pushing on all manufacturers. On the positive, I did appreciate the delete key in the correct position with the power button to its left. Many manufacturers swap these with annoying consequences. The backlight is single zone RGB, which is really cool to see and is customizable through Windows Dynamic Lighting. That being said, it doesn't push much light through the key characters. Most of it just kind of seeps around the sides of the keys. The mechanical trackpad is good enough at this price point. Tracking felt accurate, although I did feel like it lost a tiny bit of accuracy when I actually clicked. I will say I like that the trackpad is larger than the ZenBooks, but not ridiculously large. Many laptops with insanely large trackpads seem to have serious palm rejection issues right now, but that's not an issue here. When it comes to performance, the Asus Vivobook S14 is fantastic. That's because it contains Intel's Core Ultra 9 processor. This is rare in a laptop this size. It's also fed a healthy amount of wattage, which drives its best-in-class benchmark scores. Overall, the inclusion of the Core Ultra 9 processor in such a small laptop looks good on paper, but I feel it's a mistake in real life. Due to this laptop's tiny size, the full benefits of this processor can't be realized in this laptop. That is because it doesn't have the cooling solution required to feed this processor enough power to perform at its max. For example, the 16-inch Yoga Pro 9i with this processor smokes the performance of this laptop. In fact, laptops with the Core Ultra 7 that can sustain feeding the processor more power can beat this one. For example, the Alienware M16R2. So, moral of the story, Asus could have achieved a similar level of performance with an Ultra 7. That would have saved you money and the laptop probably would have felt a lot cooler to the touch with less fan noise. And on that note, let's talk about heat and fan noise. In light use, which is what many people will do on this laptop, it's dead silent and the fans rarely run. The keyboard deck temperature though feels a little warm. Now under a performance load, which is what we've been showing you in our benchmarks, the keyboard deck's temperature is decent when compared to its peers. However, the underside is extremely hot. If you are doing anything that requires performance, do not use this laptop on your lap. Also under a max performance load, the fan noise is loud. The only other note I'd like to make is that you can feel a very slight vibration when the fans are running to the left of the shift key. Let's move on to battery life. Its performance on battery is very good, beating out all of the other laptops in this range. When running the processor at max for 30 minutes, it finished with about 64% remaining. This is about average for this class of laptop. Then we dimmed the screen to 200 nits and ran a Netflix movie over Wi-Fi for 4 hours to do a more realistic battery test. The Vivobook had 65% remaining, which is again around average for this class of laptop, which seems to be a recurring theme with this device. The speakers are passable, but are not a strong point of this laptop. Here's what they sound like if you want to make the decision for yourself. The port selection is good for a laptop this size. 2 USB-A 5GB ports, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, an HDMI 2.1 port, a microSD card reader, and a headphone mic combo jack.
The webcam quality is really bad. I look like I'm an AI-generated image, and the audio sounds like I'm down a well.
Talking about the webcam, the laptop has Windows Hello facial recognition to get you logged in fast, but no fingerprint reader. If you are looking to upgrade your laptop, don't buy this one. The memory is soldered and the SSD is apparently replaceable, but we could not open the back of this laptop. One of the screws is under this metallic cover that we just could not get off.
Alright, thank you, Ethan. At the time of this review, this Vivobook is going for an MSRP of $900 US. If you can find it on sale for around $200 off, i.e. $700, we think it's a very good buy. Now, at this price point, as I said, Asus dominates. They offer more value than any other manufacturer, that is for this kind of general purpose laptop without dedicated graphics. The biggest point of confusion though is that they sell so many competing laptops at the price point. Therefore, to make your life easier, here is which one you should buy. If you want the best performance, buy this Vivobook S14. It wins in CPU performance as well as integrated GPU performance. It also has an RGB keyboard and comes with a large 1TB of storage. If you're looking for the best battery life and you want a slightly more premium laptop, buy the ZenBook 14 with AMD. It has the least fan noise and heat you feel while doing light tasks, which is probably what most people are going to do on these laptops. But note, if you do performance tasks on it, it will get very warm to the touch. Finally, if you want a laptop with a better display at this price point, the ZenBook 14X from 2023 is the one to get. It has a larger 14.5-inch screen that is also a high-resolution panel. Its performance is decent, but it does use Intel's older 13th Gen 8 series processor. This means it isn't as power efficient as the other laptops that I just mentioned, and as a result, it has poorer battery life. Now, these laptops, they regularly go on sale, and our website is the best place to find the deals on them. Plus, we also list there all the laptops that we recommend for various types of users. Well folks, that's a wrap. Please like and subscribe, it helps this channel grow, and that means that we can make more videos for you. Plus, as I always say, it makes my dearest mother very proud. Till next time, go do something awesome with your day, and we will catch you later.